My wife sat me down on a Tuesday evening and said she wanted to try an open marriage. She had a presentation, a real one, off her laptop with slide transitions. She'd prepared. I looked at her, finished my beer, and said, "Sure." She hugged me, and I felt her exhale against my neck, long, relieved, like someone who'd been rehearsing this conversation for a week. I hugged her back. The folder with the attorney's paperwork had been sitting in my glove compartment since last Thursday. My name is Ryan, 36, software engineer, Austin. Megan and I had been married 8 years. No kids. She didn't want them, I didn't push, and we both pretended it was a mutual decision. About a year ago, Megan started seeing a therapist. I was all for it. The therapist, a woman named Dr. Patel, saw her once a week, then twice. Megan started using phrases I'd never heard from her before: emotional autonomy, my authentic needs, space for growth.
She didn't say them to me. She said them on the phone to her friends, and I heard them from the hallway. Then the rest came. New clothes, but not dressy, tight. The gym twice a day, though she used to barely make Saturday yoga. A navel piercing? She's 34. I didn't say anything. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know what to say that wouldn't sound like the person I probably already was to her. Predictable. The presentation went like this. First slide, why monogamy is an outdated model. Second, a list of famous couples who practice open relationships. Third, proposed rules. She'd numbered them, 12 points, including one about regular emotional check-ins. I sat through the whole thing because by then I'd known for 2 weeks why she needed this. Her iPad was lying on the couch, screen up, unlocked. She was in the shower. I didn't mean to pick it up. I sat down and the screen was right in front of me. Signal. Open to a conversation with a contact called Tyler R. Tyler was her trainer at the gym. 28 years old. The conversation went back months. I scrolled through it for about 5 minutes. There were explicit things, but those aren't what stopped me. What stopped me was something else. She'd written to him on a Thursday, 1 in the morning. I feel like I spent my best years on someone who makes me feel safe, but not alive. I read that sentence, put the iPad down, and went to the kitchen. Poured water. Drank it. Poured more. Stood there. Poured the second glass down the drain. Nothing specific in my head. Not anger, not a plan, just a kind of hum, like a transformer box behind the fence you get used to and stop hearing. And then someone shuts it off, and the silence turns out to be louder. The next morning, I took screenshots. All of them, methodically, while she was at work. Closed the app, set the iPad down, made sure the screen went dark. I found the attorney through a colleague, Jack Harrell, office downtown, Travis County. Small man, not young, office with blinds and 2 diplomas on the wall and frames that didn't match. I showed him the screenshots. He scrolled through them on my phone without comment, then handed it back. Texas is a community property state. Infidelity is a factor in division. I need 3 things from you: asset list, dates of acquisition, who's on the title. Bring them Thursday. I brought them Wednesday. I agreed to the open marriage, set one condition: honesty. Megan nodded so fast I knew she'd already decided honesty would be selective. On Saturday, she said she was having dinner with a friend. The car, a Volvo I'd given her 2 years ago, showed up on the dealer app at South Congress, parked outside a residential complex. After that, I did what I'm good at. I organized. $30,000 from the joint account, transferred to my personal. The attorney confirmed the amount matched my premarital savings, documentation in hand. Called a realtor about the house. It was bought before the marriage, titled in my name. We'd moved out of it 6 months ago when we rented the apartment, and it had been sitting empty since. Changed the life insurance beneficiary from Megan to my sister. Every evening she left, I logged it. Date, time, what she said, where she actually went. A spreadsheet in Google Sheets. Programmer's habit. 23 rows over 1 month. In the column marked stated location, yoga, dinner with a friend. late shopping. In the column marked actual, the same address every time. Sunday, early morning. The app showed her car at South Congress. I rented a truck, called my brother and 2 friends. They arrived by 9. Nobody asked anything. I'd explained a week earlier. Brief, no details. My brother said, "What time do we start?" That was all he said. In 4 hours, we moved out my furniture, electronics, my grandmother's china, the tools from the storage closet. I didn't touch any of her things. Left her clothes, the yoga mat, a chair in the living room. On the chair, I placed an envelope, divorce papers, a printout summarizing the signal conversations with Tyler, a handwritten note. Then I canceled the car insurance, my policy. Notified the landlord I was terminating the lease. Lease in my name. When the truck left, I stood in the parking lot for about 10 minutes. My brother waited in his car, didn't rush me. I looked at the apartment windows. Bare, no curtains, because the curtains were mine too. It was 2 in the afternoon, sun hitting the glass straight on, and inside the apartment was probably flooded with light. I thought about that, then got in the car and drove away. What happened next I know from Sarah, the neighbor through the wall. She heard through the wall how Megan came in, and at first it was quiet, and then a scream. 2 screams, with a gap. She must have found the envelope between the first and the second. Megan called me 47 times. I counted before I blocked her number. I don't know why I counted. The next morning, I called the carrier and disconnected her line. It was on my account. Tyler left her after 5 days. I heard this from Sarah. Megan told her through the door, standing in the hallway, that Tyler had said he didn't sign up for this. Her parents found out. Her friends, the ones who hadn't known about Tyler, stopped talking to her. Not all at once, but by the end of the month. At mediation, Harold laid the screenshots, the GPS logs, the timeline in front of her attorney. Megan's attorney asked for a recess, stepped into the hallway with her. They came back after 20 minutes. Megan signed. She left with her personal belongings. I live in a different apartment now, downtown, a small one, with a view of a parking lot and a strip of highway. Mornings, I go to the coffee shop across the street, a small place where they pour coffee and don't talk to you. I joined a group that goes hiking on weekends, started going on dates. None of them have gone anywhere yet, but I'm not rushing. About Dr. Patel, I heard she lost several more clients that year. I don't know if she's still practicing. Haven't checked. One thing I never did, I never deleted the spreadsheet in Google Sheets. 23 rows. Date, time, lie, address. Sometimes I open it. I don't read it. I just see that it's there. I don't understand why. Maybe when I do, I'll delete it.